Name Ouwais, last name Menzel, and I'm the founder of Youth Against Violence. I'm here today to appeal to the public in relation to the murder of Uati Pele Faletolu at the Sydney Royal Easter Show on Monday the 11th of April 2022. I'm here today to appeal specifically to young people in Western Sydney. There is a lot of disconnect between young people and police in terms of reporting this incident directly to police. We are urging young people from Western Sydney, from the communities, and those young people that witnessed or have footage of the event to continue to come forward to people that they trust, and if they don't trust, to go to New South Wales Police, then to speak to a responsible adult in terms of coming to terms with what happened, and to also provide that evidence. Any evidence is crucial to bringing Any evidence is crucial to bringing the killer to justice. I'd like to say that we've been granted permission by Janice today, who is the victim's mother, to give out this appeal to the public. It is important for them to get closure for their family following the death of Uati. He is described as being a loving, kind and generous person. His loyalty to both his friends, family and his partner. Our sincere condolences to the family. We've been in contact and will continue to do so and provide them support. It's having a huge impact on our community. To be honest, this killer is still out there. There's a big sense of fear within our communities in terms of, is this killer going to be brought to justice? Is he going to do commit a further offence or take another life? So there is a very big fear factor within our communities, especially with these postcode wars and the continuous gang violence that we see in Western Sydney. It isn't okay, and it's continuing to escalate. And we do ask that with this escalation, local MPs and community leaders do start to take action, because this issue is getting out of control. And youth organisations in Blacktown are crying out for help. We're continuously reaching out to be able to combat this problem, because lives are being lost. We've seen a very big increase in the last year of youth violence, and it's only going to continue to increase if we do not see a change.
What do you think help bring people to come forward?
I think a reward would definitely help. The New South Wales Police should send out a reward. This is a 17-year-old child. This is a young person that has been murdered. And as they say, if you prolong the investigation and there's no outcome, the killer could get away with this. So, any type of reward would be very crucial to bringing forward justice. I'd also like to say that young people, as I said, can't trust New South Wales Police. Most of them, especially the people in these gangs and these syndicates in Western Sydney. We are asking for the young people again to come forward to their youth organisations or, adults that they trust, responsible adults that they trust, to then bring it forward. They also are reminded that if they do make a Crime Stoppers report online, they can remain anonymous as well.
You personally have seen the results of these sort of tit-for-tat violence before. How did it make you feel to see something like that happen again?
It brings back the trauma, that's for sure. We continuously see this happen in the last couple of months. We've seen this continuously happen. It does bring back a lot of trauma, a lot of grief, and it makes us relive, and me personally, relive those experiences. It's not alright, and it's not fun for us to continuously hear about these, stabbings or these bashings that continue to happen. It does bring a lot of pain, a lot of grief, and definitely a sense of anger as well. It's because it continues on happening, and we continue to advocate, we continue to push for a change. But if people aren't going to listen, then it's disheartening. It's sad.
And how much is going on day-to-day sort of smaller levels of violence? Like we only probably see larger murders and stabbings and attempted murders. But how much of this tit-for-tat violence is happening day-to-day?
There's a lot, and every day, yeah, that's for sure. There's violence that occurs every day within Western Sydney, whether it be school brawls, whether it be after school organised brawls. There is definitely a lot happening in Western Sydney. As I said, this gang violence, youth violence in general in Western Sydney is a very big issue, and it is escalating. As I said, there's a lot of people that are currently, witnessing these incidences, and as you said, these aren't always being reported. And again, a lot of trauma, a lot of hurt, a lot of injuries in our community, and it also causes retaliation as well. These brawls can turn into something bigger. We've seen this happen, especially with these postcode wars. So, retaliation is also a big concern.
There's a good chance that someone is out there that they know who it is. What's your message to those people who are afraid to come forward? How valuable is that information?
My message is, please come forward. It gives closure to the families, it gives closure to the community, and it gives the community a sense of safety that this killer is brought to justice. There is no excuse for a murder. There is no excuse to take a young life. And my message to the killer is, come forward before you are caught. We will not give up until you are caught, and we'll continue on advocating for you to be caught, because you are not trusted in our community and you are not welcome in our community. Bring yourself forward, or we will find you and you will be brought to justice.
Can you tell us again, how you came to be where you are today with violence?
Yep. So I found Youth Against Violence last year after the alleged murder of my best friend Jason Galligan. His murder was something that impacted me in a way that I can't explain. It still impacts me till today. 9 months on, nearly 9 months on, it doesn't change the fact that I've lost my best friend. My best friend that was always there for me, someone that I could lean on, someone that, constantly supported other people. We can no longer have that friend. We can no longer celebrate those celebrations with him. We've gone, his birthday without him, Christmas without him, Easter without him, and still there's a sense of loss in every celebration we continue to have. And I founded Youth Against Violence because I want this violence to end. I want youth violence to end. It's, as I said, it's a very big problem here in Western Sydney, and I really want community leaders and community organisations, politicians, whoever it may be, to just reach out. We continue to reach out, but we're turning on deaf ears. No one is listening, and it is escalating. Let's stop focusing on the economy and the unemployment rate, and start focusing on bigger problems such as youth violence. The unemployment rate is not important to the young people of Western Sydney. Our next generation is in danger, and we continue to live through constant fear, constant worry that this is going to continue to happen. So, as I said, Youth Against Violence is here to combat youth violence, to raise awareness, and we are here to bring justice as well to the families, to friends, and to the communities here in Western Sydney and all across New South Wales.
What is needed to combat it? So it's an issue in Western Sydney.
There needs to be more acknowledgement and action. We need to start with acknowledgement. No one's acknowledging that this is a problem. They're wiping it under the carpet like it's never happened. And they say that it's just another life, it's just another young teenager, it's just another rebel. No, it isn't. It's a life, and family and friends are being impacted. It's important for us to be able to live in a safe environment. It's important for young people to feel that they have a safe future, have a safe, a safe environment to live in. This is the only basic rights for young people, and that's not being met. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.